Don't blink, it's your boy Yank. Welcome to the show. You guys are doing well, because having a wonderful day on this. Guess what? 7th July 2025. Today, we're talking about Ocarina of Time. And I know you're gonna find me annoying with that Ocarina of Time, but it's just such a wonderful game. And, we're talking about real life also. So, you know my favorite game is Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask world never felt real. For some reason, Ocarina of Time world felt really real. The plains, the horse riding, the lake, the mountain, it felt very real. The cars, it felt really, really, really weird. Very real. I don't know what's about Majora's Mask that doesn't really convince me that it's real. But then I was seeing, like, for example, the cloud and the rain, and it just bring me back to Ocarina of Time. And then I thought about this before. I made a video about this before, about how I'm looking at clouds and I'm like, oh my god, it makes me remember Hyrule. I'm looking at plane, it makes me remember Hyrule. And then I'm asking myself the question, why do I care so much? What is it about Ocarina of Time that really completely changed my perception of video games? And then it kind of is something that is impressive, because I don't know if it's nostalgia or if the game was just well made or above its time. On the Nintendo 64, that was what I grew up with. I played 8 games a lot. 8 games. Mario Kart, Mario 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Perfect Dark, Majora's Mask, Banjo Kazooie, Spider-Man, and Donkey Kong 64. Yeah, that was the game that I played the most. And Ocarina of Time, I have to say, is a game that grew up the better, the best. I can't talk today, I'm sorry. See, with the nostalgia of Ocarina of Time, is you can tell that, oh dude, I remember that, you know? But then you look at it today, and of course the graphics aren't great. They kind of grew up nicely, kind of aged nicely. The game is still very enjoyable. The game is still a masterpiece. That's one of the best games ever made, right? And if it's nostalgia, then me seeing this, like for example, right? You're gonna see a movie or a friend, you're gonna remember that time that you passed together, right? Like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool. But with a game, it's different, because with a game, you're like, I shouldn't be seeing this in real life, and especially how bad the graphics were, right? And you're seeing real life, and like it just reminds you. It just reminds you when I'm seeing like huge pour rain, huge downpour of rain. I'm thinking about Kakariko Village. Kakariko Village and the rain. You know? It's fantastic. It's just insane, because I don't know if I'll ever find a game that does that. And if it is nostalgia, is it a need? Is it purposeful? Do I feel the need to do that and this and this and that and this? Or just because I'm grateful for the game, I'm grateful for the memories, I'm grateful that the game exists. You know? It's nuts. And it's really weird, because if you weren't there back then, I don't think you would understand. But somehow, if you were there, you know exactly what I mean. And that's kind of crazy. That is really kind of crazy. I just don't know. I just don't know. Stuff. Because you want to have the answers, right? This game meant a lot to me. What did it mean so much? And how does it translate? A game meaning to you something that meant something to you years ago. How does it translate to right now, right? How does it translate to here? See, I'm in a position where I'm in a blessed position. I've played enough game in my life where I know exactly what I want to play. I know enough. I played enough game to have games that I can play 2-3 times. And then there's a whole year that passed, because there's so many of them. And then you can restart and you don't remember because you play so many games. And the same thing for music. I'm okay with the music that I have right now. I don't need new music. Does that mean that I shouldn't get new music? It doesn't mean shit. Does it mean that I shouldn't play a new game? It doesn't mean shit. You know? It's kind of nice knowing. Kind of nice knowing. I just don't know. it's a good memories, but at the same time, and it's such a weird feeling. Seeing something, for example, the cloud, and it reminds you of Ocarina of Time. It's a great thing. You have such a good time because of that. But then at the same time, you're like, oh fuck. I wish I could move on. Where does the need of moving on come from? Is this a pressure by society? Is it because there's a whole world out there? Is it because I need to? I'm being told to move on. I'm being told that, well, you're such an age, you should have a wife and kids, you know. And the reality is, I don't know. Well, possibly you never know. But there's a charm behind it. And it's a cycle, because if you think that you don't need to try new stuff, then whenever you see something that reminds you of the game, will remind you of the game, because you didn't try new stuff to replace it. But in the flip of it, that you want to replace something isn't good. One of the things that should be replaced. And then there's completely different things. For example, Kingdom Hearts, which I would have to wait 13 years for the third game. At the time, I didn't care. Little Nightmare, which is one of my favorite games. To just release the third one, and I don't care. I don't care about it. You know? And then because I'm getting older, and those memories to me are precious. You see older people talk about, oh, when I was young. Am I at that age? Am I at that point where I'm saying, when I was young, we had this game called Ocarina of Time. The graphics were great for the time. I don't know. It's a great thing, but it's a bad thing. Because the memory is a safe place. Nostalgia is a safe place. But the fact that you need nostalgia is not good. Because you needing nostalgia means that the current place that you are doesn't feel safe enough. You're coping with nostalgia. You're coping with a place of comfort. That is not good. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.